company has a marginal tax rate of 18%, and cost of capital is 12%. So we're going to figure out, should we accept the project? So first things first. First, we're going to get the net capital spending. First, year zero. You know, the 20 million I'm gonna spend on the equipment, is that relevant? Yes, because without that I can't have the project. So it's 20 million. Anything else we should include into net capital spending at the beginning? Remember the opportunity cost. Is there any opportunity cost here? Yes, and how much should I charge for that? $7.5, because that's the value today. What the firm bought it at doesn't mean anything. Okay? Or what's the book value of that doesn't mean anything. It's what you can sell it at. So plus 7.5, which is obviously the opportunity cost. Total is 27.5. The way we did it, there is no capital spending in intervening years, except in year 5. What's going to happen in year 5 as far as the fixed assets capitals are concerned? I'm going to get some money from the salvage, right? So NCS is going to equal to after-tax salvage plus return of opportunity cost. So let's first calculate that after-tax salvage using our template. We bought this thing at 20 million. We are selling it at how much? $7 million. It's a maker's depreciation. Tax life is 10 years. And salvage year is 5, because that's the project life, okay? And tax rate is 18%. So my after-tax salvage is 7,066,960. Plus 5 years from now, the land we estimated to be worth 8.5. In fact, come on, that's negative spending, okay? And negative 8.5. So this thing is going to be negative 15,566, 960. So capital spending is done. Remember, CFFA has three components. Operating cash flow minus net capital spending minus change in net working capital, right? We took care of net capital spending. Net working capital is easy. Year zero, we said we're gonna invest $2 million into inventory and accounts receivables. I kept this problem simple. In upper level classes, we tie net working capital amounts into sales and stuff, but we're keeping the sales constant here, so I'm not worried about that. And year 5, it's going to be returned back to the firm, so that's going to be negative $2 million. Okay. We took care of that too. Next, we're going to need OCF, which is net income plus depreciation. Even though sales and stuff are constant, depreciation is not constant, so we're going to have to calculate this for each of the years. But remember, net income is net sales minus net costs minus depreciation times 1 minus tax rate. So let's calculate net sales for this company. Units of new times price of new minus units of old times price of old, right? We said 1 million, right? Let's check. Yeah, 1 million new units at $12, but we're going to lose 300,000 old units at $8. And that's going to be 12 minus 2.496. I could probably make that calculation faster than you can do it in your calculator. That comes from being old school. We had to learn how to do those things in our head. I didn't own a calculator until college, and I wasn't even allowed to use it until junior year. So this is annual net sales, okay? Net costs, units of new times cost of new minus units of old times cost of old minus annual fixed. Oh, there was one thing I forgot. I need to add to net sales. Remember, I added a positive side effect. I said the new product is expected to increase membership fees by $3 million a year. think of it like Costco or Sam's or whatever. Just because there's a new product, where is it? Plus new fees. So that's plus 3 million. And the whole thing becomes 12.6 million. Annual fixed costs. So how much did it cost to produce? $5, and the old unit was $2. But we also had $500,000 annual fixed costs. So that's 5 million minus 600. That's 1.1. So that's, I'm sorry, that should be a plus. What am I doing? 5 million minus effectively 1. So that's 4,900. I mean, let me know if I'm making the calculation wrong, but I should not make that mistake in just addition. This is annual net sales, annual net costs. So if we calculate depreciation for all of the years, we're home, right? Let's actually go to Excel. I'm gonna add a new blank sheet to this. And I'm gonna call it cash flows. Of course, I'm a smart man. I'm gonna copy some stuff. So I'm going to copy the depreciation percentages for the first 5 years, okay? Paste it here. Let me see. Depreciation amounts. This is actually dollar format. Take that depreciation percentage and multiply it with